Masada, shrouded in legends of sacrifice and shadow, whispers ancient secrets from its windswept heights. Located in the Judean desert, Masada is a steep mountain with a flat summit rising 320 meters high. Its unique trapezoidal profile spans 645 meters in length and 315 meters in width, showcasing remarkable ancient architectural and geographical features. Today, visitors ascend to Masada's summit via a modern cable car, yet history reveals two ancient pathways: a western route buried beneath the Roman siege dike, and the famous serpentine eastern snake path, each bearing silent witnesses to centuries of human ascent. In our first episode exploring Masada's southern section, we'll discuss its construction, purpose, and key features. We'll examine the defensive wall's strategic design and the innovative water storage system that enabled survival in this harsh desert environment. Masada's historical narrative is intricately woven through Josephus Flavius's accounts of Jewish rebels seeking refuge from Roman conquest. The physical site, however, reveals a landscape predominantly shaped by Herod the Great's architectural vision. Most current structures were built during Herod's reign, with earlier constructions either extensively renovated or completely replaced. This architectural transformation makes it challenging to distinguish between Hasmonean and Herodian elements. Josephus credits Herod with building the defensive wall, northern palace, water system, and storehouses. Located in a remote, isolated area far from main routes, Masada's strategic positioning reflects Herod's complex motivations, likely a blend of personal security concerns and architectural ambition. Nestled atop a rugged desert plateau, Masada stood as a natural fortress of extraordinary design. Its primary defense was not man-made, but a gift of geography, steep cliff faces and rocky slopes that made ascent nearly impossible. Only 4 narrow paths offered access to the mountain's summit, carefully planned by its original architects. A formidable wall, originally standing about 5 meters high, encircled the entire mountaintop. Remarkably, this wall stretched nearly 1,400 meters, built with parallel walls, an outer wall 1.4 meters thick, and an inner wall 1 meter thick. The 4-meter gap between these walls was covered by a roof, creating an incredible enclosed space of almost 9 dunams, effectively turning the wall into a single massive structure. Four gates punctuated the wall, each corresponding to a different approach. The east gate leading to the snake path, the west gate to the western path, the north gate to the water path, and the cave gate to the southern path. Interestingly, these gates were not particularly fortified, their construction consistent with the wall's overall design. The Romans faced an unprecedented challenge. To conquer this seemingly impregnable fortress, they would need to deploy their legendary engineering and military prowess, constructing complex siege infrastructure and attack mechanisms. The dramatic historical events of Masada are vividly documented by Josephus Flavius in The Jewish War. According to his account, even before the destruction of the Second Temple, Jewish rebels from the Sicarii sect had seized Masada, using it as a base for raids in the Dead Sea region. In 73 CE, Flavius Silva was appointed governor of Judea and arrived with the 10th Roman Legion, establishing 8 siege camps around Masada. After desperate battles and with hope diminishing, The defenders made their final tragic choice: to die by their own hands rather than submit to slavery. A recent study by Tel Aviv University researchers has challenged the long-held narrative, suggesting the Roman siege lasted only weeks, not the 3 years previously believed. Herod understood from experience that Masada was an impregnable fortress, one that could only be conquered through starvation and thirst. He approached this challenge with his characteristic technological brilliance, innovative thinking, and extraordinary scale. Masada's water systems were divided into 2 primary groups: water storage and water usage facilities. 3 sophisticated water collection methods were developed. The first and oldest system collected rainwater falling on the mountaintop, ground, and building roofs, channeling every possible droplet into numerous cisterns. Later restored by Byzantine monks, this system remains visible today. A second system collected water from tributaries near the Roman camps, directing it through an aqueduct to a series of lower cisterns on Masada's western slope. This system likely gathered more water than the first. A third method captured water from Masada Stream, a large watercourse draining a vast watershed. A strategically placed dam redirected these waters through a wide channel, engineered with exceptional hydrological expertise. Water usage facilities were remarkably lavish, suggesting abundant resources. Beyond individual water jugs in each residence for drinking, cooking, and dishwashing, the site featured impressive bathing and display facilities, ritual baths, bathhouses, swimming pools, and additional water features whose exact purpose remains intriguing, perhaps for ornamental or gardening uses. Our journey through Masada's southern sector will lead us to several fascinating sites. The Western Palace, a sprawling structure covering approximately 4,000 square meters, is strategically positioned adjacent to the Western Wall's center and near the Western Gate. Beyond its residential function, archaeological excavations have revealed that this complex served as a crucial administrative and ceremonial center, offering insights into the sophisticated organizational structure of the fortress. Another notable site in the southern sector is the circular structure known as the Culombarium, or dovecote. Measuring 7.5 meters in diameter and built in the characteristic Herodian architectural style, the Culombarium is divided by an interior wall. Its walls feature square-shaped niches, each 16 centimeters on a side, arranged in parallel rows totaling 80 recesses. The prevailing research hypothesis suggests this structure was a dovecote, originally roofed to protect the pigeons from predatory animals and birds. Openings in the roof or upper section of the building allowed pigeons to enter, exit, and ensure proper ventilation. In the 5th century, a community of hermit monks, a lora, inhabited Masada, operating at the site until the Persian conquest during the 7th century. Several dwelling caves and a church were established on the mountain's terrain. The church structure, along with an adjacent service building and residential remnants scattered across Masada's summit and southern slope caves, represents the final period of human habitation. The church was constructed northeast of the Western Palace, built around a long central space with an internal apse on its eastern side. The narthex was positioned on the church's western side, The church floor was covered with a mosaic, mostly destroyed. Two remnants of Jewish community life at the site are the ancient synagogue at Masada and the ritual bath located near the southern wall. The synagogue is one of the most significant Second Temple period synagogues discovered through archaeological excavations in Israel, remarkably preserved to this day. Located in the western part of the fortress, it provides crucial insights into Jewish communal religious practices during that historical era. The adjacent ritual bath, mikveh, situated near the southern wall, complements the synagogue, representing the integral role of ritual purification in Jewish religious life at Masada. The final structure we will explore in this episode is the Watchtower, offering an impressive panoramic view of the entire site. This presents an opportunity to discuss the extensive discoveries made during archaeological excavations from the period of the Great Revolt and Masada's final days. These findings generated significant excitement among the excavators, as evident in numerous passages in Yigal Yadin's comprehensive summary of the excavation seasons. The primary discoveries focused on the living quarters constructed or adapted by Masada's defenders, public buildings with particular religious and cultic significance serving the community, and miscellaneous artifacts including written documents, coins, human bones, weapon fragments, and armor. The viewpoint offers a glimpse of the locations we will explore in the next episode about Masada: the residential complex and storehouses, the bathhouse, and the magnificent northern palace.